Welcome to Vita Vitas. Today, we're stepping inside the Farmhouse Project's cozy rustic home, filled with vintage charm, character, and warmth. From the welcoming porch to the garden path, each space tells a soulful story. Stay with us through every detail. You won't want to miss this inspiring tour. We begin our tour at the front porch, where aged rocking chairs and rustic lanterns create a warm, nostalgic welcome. The scent of lavender and weathered wood evokes memories of quiet summer evenings. This is the perfect introduction to a home that honors time-worn charm. Just beyond the porch, the farmhouse's original wood door stands proudly, its iron hardware and natural grain offering a sense of strength and history. This entrance hints at the vintage treasures that await inside, setting a tone of authenticity and rustic elegance from the very first step. Stepping into the entryway, soft shiplap walls frame a time-worn bench dressed with straw hats and baskets. The space feels both welcoming and functional, gently leading us into the heart of the home with simple textures and the grace of humble, everyday objects. On the foyer wall, a gallery of vintage botanical prints catches the eye, each frame slightly different yet harmoniously arranged. These natural illustrations bring life and color into the entry, creating a thoughtful transition from the outdoors to the comfort and beauty within. We move into the living room, where a stone fireplace anchors the space and worn leather chairs invite you to sit and stay. The textures of wool, wood, and aged brick bring a sense of grounded warmth, perfectly balanced with vintage charm. Above, exposed beams stretch across the whitewashed ceiling, reminding us of the home's roots. These timbers carry stories of the past while adding structure and depth to the space. Their rugged presence complements the soft, layered atmosphere found throughout the home. Built-in shelves display collected antiques, ceramic jugs, old books, and heirloom finds, each one thoughtfully placed. These treasures speak softly of generations past, continuing the narrative of care and history that flows through every room of this rustic retreat. A weathered trunk serves as a coffee table, topped with dried florals and woven linens. It grounds the living space in history while echoing the home's theme of purpose and beauty. The arrangement invites both admiration and everyday use. Beside it, a linen-covered sofa is layered with vintage pillows and patchwork quilts. The gentle curves and familiar textures create a cozy corner that feels like a heartfelt embrace, an ideal space to rest and reflect in timeless comfort. Just beyond, a quiet sitting nook awaits with a spindleback chair and rustic table. Tucked into a sunlit corner, this serene spot is a perfect pause, connecting the energy of the main room to the tranquility found deeper within the home. We now enter the kitchen, where butcher block counters and open shelves speak of slow, intentional living. Vintage crockery and handcrafted details bring both charm and functionality. It's a space made for gathering and nourishing, deeply rooted in simplicity and rustic grace. Tucked within, the stove alcove draws our attention with warm brick, copper pots, and a sense of old-world tradition. This hearth-like setting becomes the soul of the kitchen, where meals are prepared with heart and heritage in every detail. Just off the kitchen, the pantry offers quiet delight, shelves lined with jars, crates, and canisters, each carefully arranged. The organization is both practical and beautiful, transforming a working space into a charming nook filled with vintage farmhouse soul. Flowing naturally from the kitchen, the dining room centers around a well-worn farm table surrounded by mismatched chairs. Set with stoneware and linens, it reflects the home's welcoming spirit, a place where stories are shared over simple, heartfelt meals. Soft linen curtains frame the windows, allowing gentle light to spill into the space. Terracotta pots and glass bottles on the ledge bring in a bit of nature, bridging the cozy indoors with the pastoral beauty just beyond the glass. In a nearby kitchen corner, open shelves hold handmade pottery and antique silverware. Each piece tells a story, gathered over time, chosen with care. The textures and muted tones blend seamlessly into the home's comforting rhythm. As we move through the hallway, the walls come alive with woven baskets and aged mirrors. Soft light reflects off their time-worn surfaces, offering a gentle pause in the transition between public rooms and private retreats. In the primary bedroom, a wrought iron bed draped with a patchwork quilt invites deep rest. Surrounded by warm wallpaper, vintage lighting, and natural textures, this room becomes a haven of calm and character, true to the spirit of farmhouse living. Across from the bed, an antique dresser with lace runners and delicate glass bottles adds a touch of elegance. It's a graceful reminder that beauty often lies in life's quiet details, lovingly preserved and thoughtfully placed. The accent wall features faded floral wallpaper, softly lit by brass sconces. This delicate backdrop enhances the warmth of the room, blending romantic touches with the home's rustic foundation, a pairing that feels both fresh and familiar. In the guest bedroom, whitewashed furniture and eyelet linens create a fresh and welcoming retreat. Each piece, from the spindle bed to the vintage artwork, speaks to hospitality rooted in thoughtfulness and timeless country charm. Tucked beneath the eaves, a cozy reading nook offers quiet solitude. Surrounded by books, aged wood, and filtered light, it's a perfect little escape, one that captures the home's love for peaceful, lived-in spaces. In the bathroom, a classic clawfoot tub sits beneath a window of soft light. With mosaic tile, beadboard walls, and brass accents, the space balances vintage elegance with the comfort of everyday ritual. Nearby, the powder room features a reclaimed wood vanity, a marble sink, and a gilded mirror. Every inch reflects the care taken in blending rustic materials with antique touches, elevating even the smallest spaces with personality and grace. The laundry room continues this balance of charm and function. Open shelving, a farmhouse sink, and old-world storage solutions make this a working space filled with character, proof that beauty can be found in even the most practical corners. In the home office, an antique desk and botanical prints set the stage for quiet focus. Surrounded by warm woods and vintage accents, the room invites creativity and contemplation, grounded in a space rich with texture and light. The mudroom is both efficient and nostalgic, with peg rails, wooden cubbies, and a well-loved bench. It serves as a rustic buffer between the outdoors and indoors, simple, tidy, and full of farmhouse personality. Stepping into the sunroom, we're greeted by wrought-tan chairs, white slipcovers, and layers of natural light. With vintage rugs and blooming plants, this peaceful space feels open and airy, offering a breath of calm at any time of day. Outside, the back porch glows beneath string lights. A weathered table, wildflowers, and potted herbs create a setting for relaxed outdoor living. It's the perfect spot to unwind, surrounded by simplicity and soul. Our journey ends along a mossy stone garden path lined with antique watering cans, iron trellises, and blooms in every shade. This quiet outdoor moment mirrors the home itself, filled with care, charm, and timeless beauty at every turn. This farmhouse proves timeless charm lives in the details: weathered wood, curated antiques, and cozy nooks full of soul. We hope you're inspired to bring a little vintage warmth into your home. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Your support helps keep this channel beautifully thriving.